Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Jose.
And I'm Emma.
And we are mukbanging. And today, Emma was kind enough to make us some crispy tacos.
These are called Grandpa tacos.
Grandpa tacos. Because they look leathery?
Shut up. No. Okay, before we even start talking about it, I'm going to start cheesing my tacos because it's really important that you do this while they're hot. And I never put cheese on tacos, to be clear, but these ones you have to. It has the ingredients that my Gramps always did, and so that's what we're having. But yeah, back to what you're saying, and then I'll interrupt you again, I'm sure.
Yeah, so she was kind enough to make us some tacos, but I must say I did chop the tomatoes, the cilantro, the onion, and the very important lime, so 50-50 maybe?
I will tell you that none of those ingredients are valid ingredients in Gramps tacos, and the only reason we're having them is because Jose requires them.
So just fuck what I did, right?
Yeah, like I'm actually gonna abstain from that. I mean, I could see myself putting some yum-yums somewhere, but like cilantro and lime has no place in these gringo tacos. And I was thinking as I was making them that I wish I would have reached out to some of my family members and asked them, like, if they know, like, what the story is on these tacos. When I was a kid, I definitely thought, like, my grandpa probably, like...
owned a taqueria?
Like, honestly, I felt like my grandpa and my dad were, like, Latino. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I really thought that. And so that's... Like, I know that, like... they like lived in Mexico at some point in Texas and stuff. So I don't know. I always just imagined that my grandpa like learned how to make these from some like authentic Mexican woman. But then like...
she knew a little Mexican lady across the street?
Yeah.
She happened to meet a little neighbor woman she had next door, and they got to be best friends, and it was a little Mexican woman. This is how this recipe came about. The little Mexican lady that she was best friends taught her this recipe. So I assume it's authentic, since she was really, Mexican, That recipe was handed down from her family, from her grandma, and she was just sharing the recipe to her best friend. I assume this is authentic, so I don't know. Probably going to have a lot of Mexicans. No, we don't put potatoes in our tacos.
But as an adult, I'm like, okay, these are super like Tex-Mex type tacos. So I wish I would be able to tell you guys the story of these, but I can't. But it's just ground beef. Like I literally just put Lowry salt on it just as an homage. Like I knew my Gramps would never have used anything besides just like salt and pepper. And then just fried. I only had these little tiny tortillas. He would have normally used the ones that are a little bit bigger, but just corn tortillas, fry. And then sharp cheddar cheese. Okay, not mild cheddar, nothing like that. Sharp cheddar cheese. He always used Tillamook brand. Sour cream, which he watered down with water, which I probably didn't even put enough water in it. Like it's supposed to be like drizzleable. And then tomato, Roma tomato, and romaine lettuce, chopped or sliced thinly like this. And that is a Grandpa taco. And I feel like he always had some sort of like really like Americanized type like taco sauce, like maybe like the old El Paso.
A little secret ingredient?
Yeah. So I have Taco Bell taco sauce, which honestly he probably did get that from time to time, so it's probably gonna be on point. So I'm gonna go ahead and...
I mean, it's looking sexy, right?
Yeah. Yours looks sexier than mine.
Cheers.
No.
When she said she was gonna make grandpa tacos, I was like, man, I hate taco shells, like store-bought taco shells, But obviously these are not.
No.
And so, I approve. He must have lived in Mexico.
No, they're... It was just a whole thing, like... My grandpa was really, like, systematic. Like, he was a military guy, So he would eat, like, Monday night was, like, burger night. Tuesday night was, like, shrimp night. And he always had lists everywhere. So there was like a list of like his food that he would eat, which like Jose probably thinks that's funny because I always do lists of everything everywhere. But you can see how hysterically he's laughing right now. But
I love lists.
when he would come visit us, he would always make these tacos for us. And we just look forward to it. I mean, it just honestly was like the best thing. Just we absolutely looked forward to it. And it was like, started out when we were hella young. And then as we got older, it would be like every time when he would start cooking, he would say, how many tacos can you eat? And they would be like 2, 3, you know, whatever. And over time, I mean, seriously, like by the end there, I think my brothers were requesting like 10, 15 tacos. Like, I mean, they're so good. They're so freaking good.
They're really good.
So, yeah, we called my grandpa Gramps, but for some reason we call these tacos Grandpa tacos. Don't ask why. I don't make the rules.
I've been getting down with the sour cream lately, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My next mission is to get him to like mayonnaise because he's eating sour cream.
Apples and oranges, my dear. Mayonnaise is gross.
Teddy's giving me back scratches.
Oh, hey, Bambi.
Oh, Bambi! I was wondering why you couldn't see, like, no matter how much I moved.
Usually you guys see Terry. But look.
We call Teddy Terry the terrorist.
She wants beep. Hey, Terry. But yeah, I hope you guys are chowing down on something delicious with us. And hi, how y'all doing? It's been a little while. Good to see you all. It's our fault. We always say we try to stay consistent with, like, you know, putting out content often, and we fail.
We consistently fail.
So we are consistent
in being failures. You guys, I just wanted to say one thing really quickly. You know, like I said, my Gramps used to like plan out what he was gonna eat, and he would do this thing where like he would make things like his like rotation were items that he liked to eat like at a restaurant. So for example, like we would go to this particular restaurant where he liked their like fried shrimp, and it would come with like French fries. So then he would like go to the store and he'd try out like several different brands of like French fries and fried shrimp, and he'd find like the ones that tasted the most like the one from that restaurant. And then he just start like he like bought a deep fryer and like made that shit at home. And I was thinking about that the other day, like how that's like living your best life. You know what I mean? Like, why wait to go to a restaurant to have the food that you really love and desire?
Yeah.
So, food for thought. Do you guys recreate any of your favorite restaurant recipes at home?
Luckily, Emma's a great cook.
But I don't really do that very often. Like, I don't really like...
I mean, but what you make, in my humble opinion, is restaurant quality. You know? You're welcome. So it's always a treat when it's time to eat.
Wow.
You like that?
I do.
Oh, these are good. And like, it's cool that they're like small and bite-sized.
You can eat more and not feel guilty. So, yeah, today, or was it today? I don't even know. We came out of our apartment, and I literally said to Jose, it feels pretty good to come out of our cave. Like, we seriously have not been doing anything lately. I don't know why. Like, I guess we don't have friends anymore or something, or like maybe it's the pandemic. I'm not sure.
I like to think that we're being responsible. I like to think that we're doing our part, not to spread our stink and our diseases.
What?
You know?
Speak for yourself.
You guys can't see it on this camera, but there's legitimately like stink lines coming off of me.
Him, not me.
Yeah, no, me.
But we have been getting in a good amount of TV time.
Speaking of TV talk. We've made a lot of progress in finishing up what's left of YouTube and like Hulu. And
Because we had already finished Netflix.
yeah. And so just like we've done before, like talk to you guys about what we've been watching because we like to recommend stuff to people.
Yeah, and we like to have stuff recommended to us.
Yes, so please let us know what you're watching, and we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've been doing in our cave. We told you before we were watching anything Gordon Ramsay. That guy's a legend.
He really
And
is.
He just, it's entertaining. Even though, like, all his shows kind of have, like, the same formula, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same music, the same cuts. That guy is entertaining.
He is. Like, you're just like, I cannot believe he's being so mean.
He's a great personality. Let's get that right.
Let's get that right.
So we've been watching Masterchef. I think we've watched, like, 3 seasons now.
Yeah.
Good show.
We started on, like, a later one, and then we went back to, like, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Which was a mistake. Because the later one gave us spoilers on who were a couple of the winners, so that sucks.
But yeah, that's a good show to watch.
Check it out for sure.
Yeah. I give it like, I don't know, out of 7 cutting boards, maybe like 5.
Alright.
It's that good.
For me, it's like watching the Super Bowl.
Is it?
Because I love cooking, so it's like... I'm like, why would you put rice in that? That's ridiculous.
You know what she started watching lately? And I was like, I don't know, man. It's Survivor. Like, I'm still on the fence about Survivor. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. I just don't understand, like, how they, like, strategize. You know? They're like, oh, they're thinking about splitting the vote and whatever. I don't have that brain capability that I'm like, oh, this is what they're trying to do. You know? So it's like, I don't know. It just seems like a weird real world to me.
Yeah, I'll like pause it and be like, here, I'll explain it to you, Jose. This is what they're doing. And then I'm like, carry the one,
Yeah.
the sine and cosine, and then I realize like I'm going nowhere with it.
Yeah, she's like, well, this guy's got an idol. And I'm like, an idol? And these two guys are in cahoots. I'm like, you know what, man? Let's just watch the challenges.
Yeah, that's what we do. We fast forward through all the drama and like the gossiping, and we just watch like the challenges and then the part where they vote people out. So it's really quick.
Yeah.
It's like each episode takes us like 5 minutes to watch.
Which is cool because there's a lot of seasons.
Yeah.
And we need to catch up on. Well, I've never watched Survivor before. I don't know about you.
No, not really. No, and I only put it on because he was doing something and I needed to like watch TV by myself, which is really difficult for me because I'm #codependent. And so I was like, what would be something that Jose like would not miss if I just put on, you know, without him or whatever. And hey, I was right. He's like, this is stupid and terrible.
Yeah.
Want to watch the next episode?
It comes on and immediately I'm like, here's my phone.
Yeah, exactly. And then I like, oh, you missed it. Oh, you missed the best part. You missed it.
So yeah, for me, 2 immunity idols. Or 2 hidden idols out of 5. You?
The last season we watched, which was Brains, Beauty, and Brawn, that one I would give 3 immunity idols. But this season I would probably give like 1.
Okay. We also been watching 600 Pound Live
Oh, yeah.
and 1,000 Pound Sisters, which at this point, 1,000 Pound Sisters is way better than 600
Yeah.
Pound Live. Like 600 Pound Live, there used to be a point where you're like, it's going to be good because this person is going to change and they're going to show us some sort of
Progress.
result or progress. No. It's easily been now 6 episodes that nothing
The
happens.
whole season, right? Like,
Yeah.
we
Nothing
haven't
happens.
seen an episode where anybody did anything in like forever. Like, yeah, the most recent one, she seemed like she was actually going to do something, but then COVID happened, like on the show, and she was like, never mind.
1,000 Pound Sisters, though, entertaining.
Very entertaining.
And like I was watching it with my brother like last weekend, and it was funny because I was like, did you used to watch them before? And he's like, no, I've seen the first season. And I was like, no, like on YouTube. And he's like, YouTube? I was like, oh man, you're missing out.
Yeah, I showed Jose Tammy Slayton, like way before they were on TV.
Yeah.
We never watched Amy Slayton Slayton, but come to find out, she's the Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, she's hella funny, super entertaining. Like, I like Tammy, my heart goes out to her, but like, Amy is definitely the star, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we were talking to somebody about the show, and they were like, oh, Tammy, she's a piece of crap, like, she's not doing anything right, and she's this and that, whatever, like, having all these bad things to say, and I'm like, how could you, like, bad talk somebody whose, like, existence is that unfortunate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel super bad for them. What do you guys think? Is that stupid of me? Like, do they not deserve sympathy? Are they, are they reckless? I don't know.
I think they're awesome to put themselves out there like that, you
True.
know, and they're pretty entertaining.
Yeah. I'm putting Yum Yin on this one. Let's see how it goes. Sorry, Gramps. R.I.P.
What else have we been watching? I won't even call it a guilty pleasure. I wouldn't even call it a pleasure. I think it's just like something that we watch that is the least bit entertaining, but just enough to hold our attention. And I'm even like ashamed of saying it. Is Cobra Kai. It's cringe how bad it is.
I started to think the other day that maybe it's supposed to be cringy. Like, I don't know. Like, why is it so cringy? Are the actors all terrible? Like, I mean, the only person who's not that cringy is the actor who plays Johnny Lawrence, right?
Mm-hmm. And he's cringe, so that's saying something.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just like, oh my god.
Oh my god, the guy who plays Miguel, oh my god, it's ridiculous. We seriously can barely even watch him. Like,
yeah. Again, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just intended for like a younger age demographic, but like
it's intended for our age demographic. I mean, randomly they'll like say a cuss word or like there will be something really risque all of a sudden. Like, I think we are their target audience, and maybe it's supposed to be
so
super
bad
cheesy.
that it's good.
Yeah, we should look into this. Why is it supposed to be cheesy, you guys?
Yeah, and like I must say, this kid, the main character, or like the Karate Kid, he's been doing Karate Kid movies for how long?
Yeah.
It does not look like he knows anything about karate when he fights. But then again, I don't know karate.
To be fair, you guys, Jose had one more taco than me, but
You want one?
No. I'm like lapping him right now. It was good with the onion. I'll say that.
I'll give it to you. These tacos are good. They're hitting the spot.
Yeah, they are good. I never really like fry things very often.
Yeah.
So, ooh, look. I think I'm gonna finish off my. Can you believe it, you guys?
That's interesting. Look, this is like at the very bottom too. Yeah. So we watched that, amongst many things.
Yeah.
WandaVision.
Oh yeah.
Good show. It's weird. It's confusing at times just because we haven't watched all of the Avenger movies. So like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of things they talk about that I'm just like, yeah, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, my coworker, like, at like episode like 2 or something, was like, asked me a question, which this isn't a spoiler. It's not a spoiler, okay? Don't worry. But he said to me, okay, so survey, you guys, is Vision, or actually maybe it is a spoiler. And Jose and I had no clue what he was talking about. And it turns out it's like something that you would understand if you had seen like the Avenger movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen most of them, but not Endgame, right?
Yeah. And the ones we've seen, I mean, I've seen hella long ago, so I wouldn't even remember like the details, So, but it's good though. It's like shot really well, and like, yeah, it's really good. It holds
It's
your
interesting,
attention.
yeah. It's like it's like different from anything you've ever watched before. And it's nostalgic because it models off like each episode is modeled off like a different TV show. So there's like one that was kind of like Malcolm in the Middle. There's one that was like Full House,
Mm-hmm.
One other show that's definitely worth mentioning that I feel like maybe not a lot of people have seen is Horace and Pete.
Yeah,
we just finished that. We watched it for a really long time, and we never like fully got like so into it that we had to watch like one after another episodes.
Yeah.
There are a lot of really good actors in it, including what's her name from Roseanne?
Metcalf, Jackie.
Yeah, she was in one episode, right? Or maybe two. And then Adie Bryant has like a small part in it, and then it's
Edie Falco from The Sopranos.
Yeah, she has a decent part in it, and then
Steve
the guy
Buscemi.
from Boardwalk Empire. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's the writer guy's name? The comedian
Louis C.K.
who got canceled.
Yeah, but watch this show.
Yeah,
It's really good.
even if like you heard about what Louis C.K. did, and then you're like, oh, I don't like him. You should still watch the show because it's
If
good.
anything, for just like the other actors that are in it that do like amazing performances. And it's only 10 episodes, so I'm glad that we just watched it like sporadically. Because if you would have like, you know, just watched them hella fast, I would have been.
We probably would have just like forgotten about it.
Yeah.
But I keep thinking about it. It was really good. Steve Buscemi is such a good actor.
Did you know he used to be a firefighter?
No,
Yeah.
not surprised.
Yeah.
He can do everything.
Yep. Literally.
Yeah, and then we watched White Tiger, which is a movie we watched on Netflix. That was really good. Really good. I recommend it. So yeah, let us know if you guys have watched any of these things we've mentioned, or if you check them out. Let us know if you like them, and obviously, if you've got recommendations, we would love to hear about those as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, I think, I don't even know, was there like 7 of those? And like, I could probably eat 7 more. Like, that's how good they are and how much I like them.
I'm definitely going to finish all of it because it's really good. So these were Grandpa tacos, right? So guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let us know in the comments that we suck. That being said, if you're new to this channel, hello, consider subscribing and maybe sharing us with your friends. We have more videos coming out. As always, we will be back. Peace.